Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV's Post-Match Pint, the only West Ham United post-match football show on the internet. We've just watched in the bowling the West Ham Man United FA Cup game. It was Manchester United 1, West Ham 1. Very disappointed, but at least we get another game under the lights, eh?
Yeah.
Let's go through the starting lineup, Scotty.
Randolph in goal for Adrian.
Yeah.
We knew that was going to happen. Slav said he's going to stick with him, so it's good that he is. Criswell left. Ogbonna in the middle.
Obiang?
Got it right this one.
Oh,
Got it right.
They
would have laughed at it if they had seen the first take.
Reedy come in, which was a surprise considering he only started training Friday.
Yeah, but it was an injury to Oxford, I believe.
Yeah, that forced the change. So he come in. Antonio right back, which again I think was false because of Reedy coming in. Kiate and
Kouyaté
and Noble in the middle. Lanzini, Pint. Well, Lanzini was more.
No, Lanzini was in the middle.
Yeah, Pint was left.
Wide.
MNEK right. Carroll up top.
Right choices?
Strong team.
Yeah, with the fitness.
MNEK was the weirdest one for me, putting him out right.
Yeah, the fitness levels of Sacco and players and Moses, just coming back, and Valencia just coming back. I think that's why MNEK went out wide. Again, I think a lot of that is due to the false.
But if they're fit enough to be on the bench, surely they're fit enough to start. Because surely Moses, you would have got 50 minutes, 60 minutes out of him.
You'd rather they blow himself, give it full tilt for an hour and then go off.
If someone's coming back from injury and they are fit to play an hour, I think you should play them. Because if the injury reoccurs, you're not wasting the substitute.
I think Moses out wide would have been a lot better than MNEK.
It depends. I agree with what you're saying, but it depends what Moses turns up. If the bad attitude Moses, who can't be bothered to run back, turns up,
you know what? That's what worries me about
MNEK didn't run back anyway.
He was on the bench, weren't he, Moses?
Yeah.
But I thought last few games he's done alright.
Yeah, he's played alright from what I've seen of him.
Yeah, but there are times when he's come on and I think he's cost us. There was a game, Man City, I think
Man
cost
City
us.
cost us. Yeah, should never have been on that pitch.
No. But do you know? We'll talk about this later. But it's a strong team. I feel MNEK was definitely the weakest link. Playing out wide, he's not a winger by any stretch of the imagination.
He's got no pace about him.
And it was a strange decision because, for me, because you've got Antonio right back, who needs protection.
Personally, I would have put Song in and pushed Lanzini out wide and had Lanzini and Payet left and right.
Yeah.
And had the three Song, Noble and
Lanzini does track back when he's played out wide as well, doesn't he? He does his defensive duties.
And done it that way. And probably started MNEK over Carroll.
Yeah, I thought Carroll done well.
I'm saying if you looked at it before the game, and you've got Oxford out.
I think I would have put Carroll in front of MNEK before the game. Yeah. It was his type of game today.
He was certainly up for it.
He really loved it. Yeah,
he was really up.
Let's go through the starting line. The start of the game. We started very not slow, but Man United had 5 minutes of
5-10 minutes. They was on top, weren't they?
Exactly. And you're at Old Trafford.
They're at home, aren't they?
Yeah.
You're at Old Trafford. It said it shows how far we've come as a side that you're going to Old Trafford. And you're thinking, we can win this.
I was really confident.
Yeah, I was very confident. I knew as soon as we got the draw, I was confident.
The thing is, I knew we weren't going to lose. There was not one thing in my mind that said to me today, we're going to lose this. No. Not one doubt in my mind. No. I knew we wouldn't lose.
I said it before, out of all the teams that was in the quarter-final, we've got the best squad. We've got the best squad out of the lot. Because you look at our sub-bench today.
Oh yeah,
the talent we had on that bench.
Yeah, it's a strong
the strongest bench we've had. Taking out Joey O'Brien, that's the strongest bench we've had for a long, long time.
And it's coming to the crunch time of the season, which is the right time. Is so.
Nothing against Joey O'Brien.
No.
If everyone was fully fit, he wouldn't be on that bench, would he?
And you think we've still got players coming back as well.
Yeah.
We've got Byram, who's cup tied. Obviously, he would play right back. Obviously, Jenkinson would be in front of O'Brien if he was fit. Oxford. Maybe Tompkins. Forget about him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And he's back now. He's training as well, so he
might be back for the replay.
Yeah, and the thing is as well. Tompkins was rumoured to be on the bench today. He was one of the ones that they were along with Valencia and O'Brien, so he should be back for Chelsea. Tompkins.
Because Byron's back for the Chelsea game, isn't
he? Yeah.
So we haven't got to worry about Tompkins playing now for Chelsea. So. No, it's good.
It's just such a strong team, and I never thought we'd lose there.
No,
I never thought we'd lose there.
That's what I mean.
They was on top 5, 10 minutes, restricted them really to long shots. They had a couple of breaks in the box, but we dealt with them quite well.
Randolph didn't have to make a save.
Reedy looked a bit.
That foul in the first.
Yeah, the first couple.
This is what I'm saying about injuries, right? Reedy's been out just as long, but he was good enough to start. Then why not give Moses?
I think it's just forced, mate.
Yeah, I think there was
Moses should have been a false one, because for me, Emenike does not work out. Did
But I
not
think
work
he's
out.
Never been tried, though, has he?
Yeah, but even up
It's a gamble.
front, let's be
It's a
honest,
gamble.
right? Let's be honest. All right, Blackburn, he scored 2 goals, but apart from that,
Tottenham, he worked his nuts.
yeah,
off.
Tottenham, he worked his nuts off. But apart from that, Sunderland at home,
Yeah, no, I
he wasn't. I would have played Moses out, or even Enna, because Enna's on the bench. Put him on there.
Yeah, the thing is,
as
Enna's
well-
just come back, and with Reedy, it was the fact that it was forced. That's the only reason he played. You know, I do think it would have been the 3 at the
For
back.
what you said, Song in the middle, Lanzini out, right?
Yeah.
The
That
thing
would have
is,
been
as
better.
well,
Yeah.
right? Go on. The first chance of the game fell to him, and it was a great chance. Emenike, did you see it?
The header.
Yeah.
Not the header.
no.
Before that, he broke through 1-on-1 with De Gea, and he shot wide.
Just when Memory just rolled it past the post.
Oh yeah.
Is it Carroll won it?
Yeah,
knocked it in.
Carroll knocked him in. I'm just thinking, like, he's not quite there, Emenike. For me, he's not quite there. I don't know whether it will. I think I've said this before. I don't think we'll see the best of him. He's adjusting from a shit league.
Everyone fully fit, he probably won't even make the bench.
No, he's only been brought in because of the injuries.
He was an
and
emergency loan
He
striker.
was brought in because Jelic was going out. You know, that was it. And you know, there's no difference between the two of them. Fully fit, with a fully fit squad, Jelic wouldn't have got.
I mean, not many people rate Valencia, but I'd rather have Valencia than Emenike on the bench.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'd rather have Valencia. At least he's got a bit of pace.
The early chance.
No.
Do you reckon he
It's
would have
funny. Let's be honest with Valencia. He can smash them in from 35 yards, but he can also miss 2-yard sitters. And I've seen both of them. So, would I have been confident with Valencia? Not really, but
Not more. No,
It would have been
not
50-50.
any more
Yeah, but then
confident.
you look at his finishes that he done in that period when he was scoring at Bournemouth away, in the home game when he scored. You know, he can finish.
It was the thing is, it was an odd angle to score from. The defender was on him, and it just went. You know, it was balls width away. You know, it weren't
Again,
too
like
far.
you say, it was if he'd have had a bit more pace about him, it'd have been away.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the defender got back and made
Good
it
defending to
difficult
make
for
it
him.
difficult
Made it
for him,
difficult
yeah.
for him. But,
Yeah,
you know.
but it's a good chance. It was a good
Yeah.
opening, and that's the way the rest of the half continued. We just kept on carving them open.
Emenike had a chance.
Emenike had, I mean, before we get to that, Carroll's
Carroll's
had a couple of chances. He's had one whacked over the bar. You know, he looked
Flying
real.
header.
Yeah, he looked really up for
He
it.
was proper up for it. When he charged down De Gea. You know, De Gea didn't want that ball. No way he wanted that ball, and that's you know, right. We didn't win anything from it, but it just shows
The determination.
Yeah, that's it.
9 months out.
Noble had a great first half as well.
I thought
Breaking
he
up
had a great
play.
game. Thought he had a great game altogether.
No, but we're talking about the first half.
Yeah, I'm just saying. No, you say he had a good first half. I'm just saying, I think he sustained that through the whole game. I think he's becoming more and more important to our side.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? Like he's becoming the hub. and the thing is as well, I don't know whether anyone else has noticed this. I know you've been saying it. You know, I've criticised his quality at times. I've criticised his footballing. I think he gets a better footballer this season. He actually plays some good stuff. His passing range is becoming.
Was that when he sprayed out Antonio first half, wasn't it?
What about it?
Do you remember like that 40-50 yard ball?
Yeah, no one would have done that 2 seasons.
No, that's what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying. He's becoming a footballer.
Yeah, because he's always been a football player. He's just been very underrated. Because you look at the players that he's had around him in the last 3 seasons, they're nowhere as good as what he's got now. And it don't matter who you play. If you're a good player and you get better players around you, you're going to become a better player.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
That's how
yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
You know, Cristiano Ronaldo, when he was at Sporting Lisbon, was a good player. Put him in United,
He was a world
he'd
class
become
player.
world class.
Yeah.
Put him in Real Madrid, he'd become one of the best.
Yeah.
That's what happens. That's what happens with all football players. You get better players around you, your game goes up because you know you got confidence in the players around you. You will try things. Let's be honest. Noble last season wouldn't try 30, 40-yard balls if he's got Matt Taylor there. And that's no disrespect to Matt Taylor and then Kevin Nolan.
It's the intelligence of the football players around him.
Yeah, exactly.
That they're
That's
making them runs and looking from net passes, and that is bringing in players like Pint and Lanzini, you know, who are looking to play that ball and who know where they should be to receive the pass.
You learn from the best, and we're getting the best there. Yeah, he's shooting over the last sort of 2 months or so. He's
improved massively. Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like he's ball playing. He's becoming a really good footballer as well as the man that gets stuck in and wins the challenges.
He's doing it at the right age as well. You know, he's getting to his peak now. He can go on there and have 3 or 4 years.
He's very similar to Carrick for me. Carrick. Very similar.
Jasper Carrot.
When you look at Carrick from Man United, you know.
At 34 though.
But that's the thing. This is how poor Man United are for me. That he is their best player.
Do you know what? Carrick is a prime example, right? He was good at West Ham. Yeah, he was good at Tottenham.
Yep.
When he stepped to United, that's when people started to notice him. Yeah. But that's because he had Scholes around him, Giggs, all them sort of players.
Better players, intelligent.
If you look at it, there's not much difference between Carrick and Noble.
No, that's what I'm saying.
What I mean?
You know, you look at Noble now. To me, that's how he is. Carrick at Man United at his best. You know, he's now on that level because he was such a good player for Man United. He still is. Like I said, at 34, he's a great player, but it just shows how poor Man United are that they're relying on a 34-year-old midfielder.
But I mean, Giggs was 38. He was their best player.
Giggs is a different kettle of fish.
Different kettle of fish, yeah, I'd say. He's one of the legends of the game, one of the greats of the game, isn't he?
But that's why Giggs played on till 40 years old, because of the players he had round him.
Yeah.
It all depends on the players you got with you. If you put Mark Noble in Scunthorpe, he wouldn't be as good as he is now. If you put Pyatt in fucking Scunthorpe, you know what I mean? Yeah. No disrespect to Scunthorpe, but it's true, isn't it? It's who you play with.
Of course, yeah.
That's it. You're not a one-man team.
We're just a good team.
We're a very good team.
It's not taking me this long to realise it, but like I keep on waiting for it to fall. Do you know what I mean? I keep on waiting for it to disintegrate in front of my eyes.
This season. No. Do you know what? I'm so confident in this squad. In this team that we've got, there's not one game that I'll turn up to this season and think we're not going to get nothing here today. No. Even when we're 2-0 down, it proved it at Everton last week. We sat there and said we're not out of this game. 15 minutes ago we're not out of this game, and it proved it. We won 3-2. There's a don't say die attitude with this team.
I've never sat in this position that we're in confident that if we can get 12
we can get past the line.
Well, yeah, I think, if everything goes the way we want, we've got 9 league games left, 3 cup games. It's 12 cup finals, isn't it? You know, and I can see us being undefeated in 12 games.
I know we ain't spoke about the second half yet, but we've obviously come away from Old Trafford today. Everyone knows the results, so it's not going to spoil it. We drew 1-0 at Old Trafford, and we're disappointed. And now we've got a game going back to bowling. If we would have done that 3 or 4 years ago, we'd have been buzzing. We would have been, we've got United back in a replay. But we're actually gutted that we ain't gone through.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Like we said, sitting in the pub, we're going to Old Trafford. That draw's announced, and we've got Man United away. Normally, you're thinking,
you're out.
We might get one performance, but now it's we should win.
I said this on the other post-match pint. Every team in that draw was fearing us. It wasn't the other way around. Yeah. No team wanted to play us.
No.
I don't care if you're Arsenal, Chelsea, Everton, no team wanted to play us.
I know it sounds ridiculous to say this, right? It sounds ridiculous to say this, but are we the best team squad in the league? Everyone's got their players. I'm not saying that no one's got. I'm just saying well-rounded.
Yeah,
I'm just saying well-rounded. I'm just saying, like, you know, Leicester are up there. They've had fantastic performances from a couple of their players. Yeah,
but Leicester have been lucky. They've not lost their 2 best players. Mahrez and Vardy have never been out at the same time.
I think that's a discredit to the other players in the Leicester because they've all put a shift in this.
You look at the top 2, right? Leicester and Tottenham, right? Take out Vardy and Mahrez from Leicester. Is that team going to be top of the league? No. Take out Harry Kane and Dele Alli out of Tottenham. Is that team going to be second in the league? No. We lost Payet, and then practically half of our squad
And we never lost. Well, we lost one.
Lost one game.
And we're still up there.
We're still up there now.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it this way: if we beat Chelsea 2-0 next week and Arsenal lose, we go third.
Exactly.
And we're in the end of March.
And let's be honest, Arsenal are in free fall.
I think, yeah. I know we're talking about FA Cup. We're going well off subject here, but I think we can sustain it.
Yeah.
This is where I'm starting to become a little bit like, you know what? Tottenham ain't had a dip yet.
No, they're true it.
Leicester ain't had a dip yet.
I don't think them two teams are.
I can't see anyone winning it but Leicester, to be honest.
No, I can't. I still can't. No disrespect to Leicester, I still can't see them winning it. I want them to win it for just the fairy tale of them winning it, because they get relegated next year.
Bar the teams that are going for the Championship, I think.
No, I mean, yeah, Leicester's a fairy tale story, but listen, like I said last week, if Leicester would have lost last week, we'd have been 8 points behind. I still wouldn't have put us there. We'll never even known West Ham at the end of March to be in a title race.
Exactly.
Once.
Yeah,
before your time.
Once, yeah.
I'm on the Premier League, great. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but you are right.
World Cup once.
You are right. We've never been in the position since the Premier League
No,
about.
when, like, with all games, I'm going to go across all the board now. Our destiny is in our hands.
Of course it is.
Because we've got to play Arsenal.
Yep.
We've got to play Leicester. Yeah.
Yep.
Isn't it
Man
refreshing?
United as well.
And Man United. Yeah. And
Watford. Chelsea.
Yeah.
Watford.
Okay.
And
We've got a very good tradition, West Ham, of having a hand in someone else's history. We beat Man United twice, handed Leeds the title, handed Blackburn the title.
Drawing.
All right. Well, no, we beat one and we
we drew
one. Right. So we've always had a hand in that. People always say, "Oh, you've got to play West Ham." We've always got our hands in. This season, we can make our own history. Yeah, we can come. I think we can finish level or beyond our best finish.
Yeah.
Third, second, first.
I'll be surprised.
I'm going to take first out of it because you're talking ridiculous amounts of games.
You're talking about us not losing a game, and Leicester losing 3. That's a hard.
That's not beyond.
It's not beyond.
One of them will be against us.
But Leicester have got none of the top. Apart from us, they're not playing none of the top teams. That's why it's in their hands for them to lose.
You're saying handing someone the title. Can you imagine beating Arsenal, beating Leicester, and Tottenham win the title?
Yeah, but then that's
the way it goes, mate.
That's the way it is. Look, if Tottenham win it, then they deserve it.
If they win it, but we break into the top 4, fucking let Tottenham win it.
I can't see us finishing any less than 5th, and I personally think we will break that top 4.
We won't finish out of Europe.
I think we'll beat Man United at Upton Park in that league game, which is scheduled to be the last one, and I think we'll break top 4.
I can see that.
We're already in Europe.
Yeah.
Because we're 8 points clear in the Europa League places, so we've got to lose. We've got to go on a drastic run. I can't see it.
We've got to go on a major downturn.
I can't see it.
Someone below us has got to go on a good run.
I can't see us having that
and
collapse.
I think there's too many teams fighting to get that, hoping that us or Man United or whoever slip up and they can nick it. There's
Man United play Man City next week, right? So there's points dropped there for either one of them teams. We play Chelsea. Chelsea are on their knees at the moment. They've got nothing to play for. They've just lost their best player. We turn up. London derby. I can see us winning there. We break that top 4. We get in that top 4.
At the end of the day, there's no fear. We've got nothing to fear.
Hold on a minute. Let's forget the top 4 for a minute. We'll talk about this next week. Let's go back on. The first half continued a lot like the rest of the half. We was just on top.
I mean, we was the free header, didn't we?
Yeah, free header. He's got to score there.
It was good build-up play.
Didn't have enough power in.
He did it the wrong way.
The Gea's coming back from the left of the goal as you face it, coming back across the middle. The place you don't put it as a striker is in the middle. You header it to the left because the goalkeeper's weight's all going that way. He's not getting back across. Barring a world-class save,
it's instinct, isn't it?
Do you know what? This is just a shame that our 2 best chances, because if that's Carroll, that's a goal all day long.
That's a goal.
Anyone bar him, to be honest. But Carroll, especially, you'd expect Carroll to be in the centre there. You know, that's a goal. He's burying that. There's no odds about it. You know what I mean? It's a goal. It's a free header in the box.
It was a free header, and he should have done better.
He should have done a lot better. But you know, we just didn't take our foot off the gas from there.
No,
I never felt they threatened it. We restricted them to a lot of long range shots.
I can't remember a save being made by Randolph in that first half.
Not really, no.
I can't remember.
No, I can't remember one. I can't remember one whatsoever.
We only had one shot on target in the first half, and that was that header. But I can't remember him making a save. I think their first shot on target come in the second half.
Anyway, 0-0 at half time. I'm still feeling. I didn't feel any nerves at all today. No nerves at all. I don't
know. I did.
I didn't.
FA Cup.
I always thought that. I thought if we're going to lose this, it's going to be a dodgy penalty given against us, and we're going to go out. We're going to get cheated, like we have been down years.
Especially as it's Old Trafford.
It's at Old Trafford, yeah. And there was a couple of obviously like Fellaini getting booked and. He's going up with his elbows once again.
He always goes up with his elbows. It's said I've said it before. He's a dirty player.
He's a joker for to be honest.
We're in the second half now.
Yeah, we're just about to get in.
First, obviously, was Pyatt's penalty shout, wasn't it?
No, that was second half.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. First major.
Yeah, the second half kicks off. We're still on top again. Say it, right? We're on top.
No, it was. For me, that's a penalty. Because why would Pyatt go down there? And you can see the defender's foot has caught him. And you've always got to remember, I know in slow motion it looks slow, because obviously it's slow motion, but when you're running at that pace, if someone touches you, you're not going to go. Pyatt's not going to go down there.
I saw the most ridiculous fucking penalty at Crystal Palace the other day, and that was worse. You know what I mean? When you're talking about like a geezer sliding in, and his back foot, his trailing foot has caught. Not even fucking clipped him.
That Palace defender has pulled out. The Man United defender hasn't, and this is what I mean. Pyatt, if he don't go down, he's pulling that trigger.
There's minimal contact, right?
Yeah, but he's touched him.
But I've seen Ashley Young go down with no contact.
But we're not talking about Ashley Young.
But no, he's talking about diving. It's not a dive.
It's not a dive because Pyatt's on a yellow. Send him off.
That's it. If the referee's saying the player hasn't got the ball and Pyatt's dived, he's got to walk.
Diving is the worst thing in football. It's cheating, and I don't care if it's Pyatt or whoever. If he's dived, book him, send him off.
That's it. So if the referee's not giving a penalty, he has to book the player for diving.
What is he?
I can't see what he's seen.
He don't know what he's seen himself, because like I said, if he thinks Pyatt's gone down, he's got to book him. He's got to book him. He's got to send him off.
It's a blatant penalty.
Yeah, of course it is.
In my eyes,
Pyatt's not going to go. He was just about to pull that trigger. He took it round the defender. He's just about to shoot and score.
Well, the thing is, you saying that he started to pull out the Man U defender.
Yeah, but
he
don't matter.
Pulled out a bit too late.
It's already committed.
But that's what I'm saying. If there's minimal contact, it's contact. So if the referee's saying there wasn't any contact,
then he's got to be booked.
Then he's got to be booked and sent off.
And if the ball's away, if he's touched the ball away from him, if there's contact, it's a penalty. He
must have thought Pyatt slipped. That's the only reason I can think that he hasn't booked him or give a penalty.
The thing is, you look at that, right, and I know we're going to bypass quite a bit, but towards the end of the second half, Pyatt's running, he's defending, and I don't know who it is, but trips over Pyatt. Again, Pyatt's pulling out, he trips over, and he gets a free kick on the edge of the box. For me, that's no different to the other week when Chiati done it and got sent off for it, and then it got rescinded. I'm sure there's been another game where it happened, and Everton. Also that, Everton, when was it Obiang?
Yeah,
it was Obiang, wasn't it? Then the guy ran across him, tripped him over.
Yeah,
you know, the players. There's no incentive. No, that's what I'm saying. But this is the inconsistency in it. You've got a sending off, nothing, and then a booking.
The ref was poor today.
He was.
Ref was poor. I think he was a bit under pressure. I think the game was too big for him.
Do you know what? I think the linesmen were good.
Linesmen were spot on.
I think they were really good.
There was one mistake they made. That was it in my mind. I thought the linesmen were spot on.
Yeah, the linos are waiting for the ref to make the decision before they.
No, the ref was poor today. That was a definite penalty.
We'll talk about their goal because we've got to go ourselves. We get a free kick.
You weren't going to skip over our goal, was you?
No, I wasn't.
Surely not.
No, there's another talking point. That's what I'm saying. There's another talking point later on for their goal. But we get a free kick. What is it? 30 yards out.
Yeah,
it's got to be 30 yards out. We're sitting there. We're watching. I'm telling him Cresswell's going to take it. He's telling me, no. Pint's going to take, but it's too far for him to shoot. And then he changes his mind. He says, no, he's going to shoot. I'm like, no, he's not going to shoot from there. De Gea's centre of the goal. He's 30 yards out. I think to myself, this can't go in.
And the wall's a big old wall.
Yeah, it's a tall wall.
It's a tall wall.
You know what I mean? You've got Fellaini in there. He's 7'5" with his haircut, isn't he? And you got Martial. He's a big old fella. And I thought to myself, he can't score from here. It's not fair. It's not fair to have him in your team.
Payet
You can do that.
has put that the only place he could have, and he's done it.
You couldn't.
He couldn't have put it anywhere else in that. If he'd have gone the other side,
It's a save.
he'd have saved. He's put that. The geezer's honest. It's unbelievable. That strike. That was. They've seen so many of them down the years at Old Trafford with Beckham, and that was up there with that's a Beckham-esque free kick.
Let's be honest. If that was Beckham taking that free kick for Man United, they'd be going on about that for weeks.
They will be. Like the press will pick up on that, Scott. You keep saying this, but the press are really, really starting to take to West Ham and Payet.
Yeah, no, they've got no choice. They've got to.
No, they don't have to, but they are. And Payet deserves all the plaudits he's getting, and he will have the headlines tomorrow.
How many free kicks is that this year?
5 or 6. I've never seen him hit a free kick and nothing come out of it. Even Liverpool, he hit the post. You know, we could have scored from that. Apart from Everton,
I think I've seen 2.
Everton last week when he hit over just before the first half finished, that was it. But literally, having that is better than a penalty.
Yeah, that's it. The thing is now, the thing with having him on the pitch as well, it's in defenders' minds not to give away free kicks around that area.
We all sat there around that table in the pub today and we all said the same thing once again. He's not having the greatest games, and then bang, he does that. And that is a world-class player. That's the difference between a mediocre player and a world-class player, that he can just do that.
One piece of skill, he wins a free kick.
He wins a game.
And he sticks it in.
Yeah, and it's things
every
like
time.
We are blessed at West Ham to have him in our kit, on our pitch. We're blessed.
He must have scored, right? I'm not joking. I'm not even... He must have scored more free kicks this year, than I've seen going at West Ham in my life.
Do you know what? I have to totally agree.
What did we pay for him? 10.7?
Yeah,
10.7 million? Right, we've had him not even a season, he's got to be worth 30, 40 now.
Oh, without fail.
A top club will play that tomorrow. If they turned around and said he's available for 50 million, I think they might even take it for that.
So still what we got him for.
But we're not selling him.
I'm telling you, he's for me, he's the best player I've ever seen play at West Ham in my era. I'm not talking about Bobby Moore and listen, I know all their history and Brookie and all that, but I wasn't there for that era. Di Canio for me is a legend, but Payet does it week in, week out.
And the thing is, it's the same with Di Canio. Di Canio could go missing in games and then just pop up with that one.
Yeah, but Di Canio never used to play in every single. We all know about Di Canio. He wouldn't turn up for certain games, like literally not turn up. You know what I mean? That's the difference with Di Canio. But Di Canio's a legend. I'm not going to slate. I love Di Canio to bits.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The comparison of like
Payet for skill and the goals he scores. He's the best player I've ever seen at West Ham.
No, I totally agree with him.
Samasia Boo is close. No, but honestly, Payet is turn up each week and see him. Now I know how our Barcelona fans feel when they turn up and think we've got Messi in the team. That's how I feel when I turn up to the bowling.
The big thing for me now is in the summer we need to go out and get that world class forward.
I think we will.
That's the next thing, because you've got that player.
There's only one player for me. I'm not even talking about Ibrahimovic. There's only one player for me that we should go for and break the bank to get him is Lukaku.
See, I'm with you there. I'd like Lukaku.
I would have him over any striker in the world at the moment.
Age, ability.
23.
Yeah.
Strong as an ox. Scores goals. Suit our game. I mean, what are you going to do? Everyone's saying about Ibrahimovic. Yeah, he's 34. He's going to cost you what, 250, 300 grand a week. He's going to upset the dressing room straight away.
That's the problem. I think the thing is, if they're serious, West Ham thingy, if they're serious, they've like apart from a couple of loanees that have got to go back, they haven't really got to add a lot.
No.
Like in terms of we've got a good midfield, we need another centre half, I'd say, because we just get so many injuries. We definitely need a new right back.
The right back we definitely need.
But if they're serious,
winger.
But if they're serious about making this thingy, if Everton want 50 million, fine 50 million.
I don't even think 50 million. I think you'll get Lukaku for about 40.
Even if you spend 30, 40 million on Lukaku, it's still going to work out the same when you take his Ibrahimovic's wages.
Yeah, but how long?
It's the same sort of transfer.
Yeah, of course it is.
And you're getting a younger player.
How long you got of Ibrahimovic for? A year?
A year, 2, if that.
You got Lukaku, if you get him right,
10 years.
You can have him for 10, 15 years.
Exactly. Yeah,
he could be your main striker.
It's an investment, isn't it?
I'd heard the budget was like sort of 30, 35 mil next, like for the summer.
Bollocks. It's more than that.
Listen, there ain't no budget of 35 million for the summer. That's 35 million on one player. We spent more than 35 million this summer. We're moving to a new stadium. We're going to have the new TV deal.
We've got no debts.
And you've still got to look at the fact that if we do finish in the top 4, we're going to have Champions League money.
Yeah, so we should. You know, and that's it there. If we make that top 4,
break the bank,
go for that marquee striker. And you're talking. I mean,
do you think we could even nick any players off Chelsea?
Why not? Who would you want from Chelsea though?
Not at the minute. I wouldn't want anyone. But you're talking about Eden Hazard and people like that.
As I was going to go, I can't see Chelsea.
I think it goes
someone
Spain.
In the Premiership. I don't.
Make Costa will go.
Yeah, you don't.
Do you know what? Even someone like Diego Costa. You know,
but that's it. The thing about
he's a good. I know he's an arsehole, but sometimes you need an arsehole.
He might upset the dressing room.
I think you definitely need an arsehole.
No, you need an arsehole.
Gets a shit out, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
No, but you know what I mean. You need an arsehole striker, someone arrogant. Like, listen, if we signed Ibrahimovic, I like players with that arrogance and attitude. I like that.
It's a lot.
You want a player to have
arrogance.
As long as he doesn't upset the balance of the.
Yeah, I think he would.
Spirit.
Yeah, you look at someone like Adebayor, who we've been linked with so many times. The arrogance of him is the wrong arrogance.
I don't think his arrogance sort of like he's an arsehole to press officers, but I think he's a leader. That's what I think Ibrahimovic is. I think he's a leader.
To be fair, most press officers are arseholes anyway. So
exactly. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't like the press. He doesn't like.
Don't say saying Scott was trying to get in the bowling.
But yeah, it's it's. I think he's a leader. I think he likes to control people.
Yeah.
But I think it's a leadership with him. I don't know. There's more to him than meets the eye. I think.
The thing is, with a striker,
but he's not coming. Don't even think about it. Even Billy just said this week he's not coming.
A striker is all about the attitude, isn't it?
You never know.
You know, at the end of the day, it's like having a band.
I suppose it all depends on where we finish.
Yeah, it's like having a band.
We've pitted ourselves in the greatest position.
Well, the thing is, if we don't get Champions League, then he's definitely not coming because he wants to play Champions League. He's only got 1 or 2 years left, so he's going to want to. If we get the Champions League, we've got a chance. I mean, if I was Ibrahimovic, like, are you going to have Arsenal go after you? Chelsea? I look at Arsenal, I think you turned me down when I was a youngster. Fuck off. Look at West Ham, just got in the Champions League, fan base, new stadium. Why not?
He can really cement a legacy there.
Be that marquee signing.
The thing is, I think some of these players like him as well. I think the thing is about them sort of players, if he goes to Arsenal, he's one in a long list. And if he comes to West Ham,
he's the main man.
He's the pinnacle, isn't he? He's the one that started.
He's not the main man.
No, he's not going to be the main man.
I'm not the main striker.
But what I'm saying is, he's one in a long list of many great players that's played there. Goes to West Ham into a new stadium, Champions League. I'm the one that started it all.
Yeah, and that's it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'd rather have the Marseille striker over.
I'd like to see someone young. I want to see us find a Lukaku.
Yeah.
Well, stop fucking arguing between yourself about what his name is. Let me talk.
Are you talking enough? Quiet.
It's true.
I'd rather have somebody. You host the fucking show next week then. I'd rather have somebody young, discover someone like Lukaku, rather than
I don't know.
Trying to buy. This talks about Benteke. And things like that. Do you know what I mean?
Should we finish off the game?
Yeah, we should really. Yeah. Anyway, we'll finish off the game and we'll discuss this later. Now, there's a touch of controversy about this goal. We've been having arguments all the way back from the pub about ghosts and aliens more than this, but it started with this. Now, the goal come 8 minutes from the end. It was heartbreaking. I feel cheated. for me, it's a foul on Randolph. If he doesn't step in front of him, he saves it. It's a weak tapping. It's weak.
I'm sort of in the middle because I look at it as if West Ham would have scored that goal, none of us would be saying a foul.
Yeah, but it'd have probably been disallowed.
Yeah, it wouldn't have. It wouldn't have, would it? Because it's a goal. But
I think it
Schweinsteiger is obviously running towards the goal. He's not looking at Randolph. He's not looking at him. Yes, he has clattered him. He has run into him, but he hasn't.
He's put him into the net, right?
Yeah, but for me, he hasn't. I can see. That's what I'm saying. It's hard because.
But the thing is, put it this way, right, although you're saying like he wasn't looking at him, if he doesn't put Randolph in the back of the net, Randolph's in a good position to save that.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
I agree with what Ryan's saying.
Right, this is what I'm saying.
Let's put it this way, right?
I'm not saying it like it's tough. It's
a
tough.
foul. It's a foul.
Well, obviously it ain't because the ref ain't give it.
It's a foul. That's a foul all day.
Go on.
We talked about it earlier. Geezer run across somebody. You get your legs tangled. He ain't meaning to kick him. He ain't meaning to bring him down. You tell him they consider that a foul. If that's a foul,
didn't get a foul.
But he did.
No, he didn't.
Not a foul against him.
What are you talking about?
No, when Lingard run across him. The same as Kiate in the Blackburn game. The same as the one in the Everton game.
It's a tough one because if Schweinsteiger would have looked at him and then done it, I'd have said foul all day long.
He's running towards the line. He knows that there's a chance if he hits that line.
He's running towards the line because that ball's coming in there.
Yeah,
and as an attacking midfielder, you're going to automatically go towards the goal.
But as he knows as a player that if he don't get the ball, but he just lands on that line, that goalkeeper can't get past him.
Yeah, but then is that a foul or is it just smart play?
In my mind, it's smart play.
Thank you.
No,
that's what I mean.
Smart play, not it's foul.
But
he's whacked into him.
No, but
he hasn't whacked into him. He hasn't whacked into him. He hasn't smashed into him.
I've seen fouls against goalkeepers given for less.
Yeah.
I've seen fouls against goalkeepers when a player's challenged for the ball.
If a goalkeeper jumps up like this, to collect the ball, and a striker challenges him like that, they give a foul.
Yeah,
they give a foul.
Yeah.
He smashed into him. He smashed him into the back of the net.
And the striker's watching where the ball is. He ain't bothered where the goalkeeper is.
It's a fucking foul. It's a foul. That was a foul. I'm sorry.
But that's what I'm saying. I see your side of the argument.
This is what I'm saying. You've got to look at it as this point of view. If that would have been West Ham, if that had been Sacco down the other end,
but that
running
happened.
to De Gea,
I'll tell you what.
You wouldn't have said a foul.
No, that happened.
But you wouldn't have said it. You would never have said a foul. Not in a million years would you have said that was a foul if that had been Sacco doing it at the other end. So if we'd have equalised, you would have said that's not right.
No, I wouldn't have said fuck all because we're winning the game.
Well, there you go then. That's football. That is football.
No, but that's a foul.
But he hasn't done it. Schweinsteiger hasn't done that on purpose.
It doesn't matter.
He's running towards the goal.
They don't clip their legs on purpose, right? But that's a foul.
Right.
But
it's a foul.
Right.
It's a foul.
It's not a foul because the ref hasn't give a foul. So it's not a foul. It's a goal. It's an equaliser.
No, I know what you're saying.
And that's what I'm saying. If Sacco would have done that at the other end to De Gea, you would not be sitting here now saying Man United should have had a free kick. You wouldn't have said it.
We've done it
you
against
would not have said
last
it.
week.
You would not have said it.
2
You would
seasons
not
ago.
have said it.
Carroll bumped into fucking Mignolet.
You're right in the sense of we wouldn't be saying this now, right? If that goal was disallowed.
Andy Carroll done it to De Gea a couple of years ago, and it was not a free kick, and he steamed into him and headbutted him.
That was
really pushed him while he was in midair.
But what I get what you're saying, right? If that ball comes in and Sacco taps it in, and then Carroll's blocked off the goalkeeper, right, and we score, we ain't having this discussion.
You feel aggrieved?
Yeah, but I get what you're saying as well. Do you see? Both sides have a point. If it's the other end and it's us, and that's disallowed for a foul. We're sitting here going, well, it weren't a fucking foul because he ain't even looking at the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
You see,
no, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying if we would have scored, if we would have equalised today, 1-1, Sacco would have scored and done exactly the same. Would we have been sitting here now saying that should have been a free kick to United?
That's what I'm
exactly. You would have.
For me, it's poor defending at the back post. The guy.
Sacco was poor defending. He shouldn't have allowed him to get in front of him in the first place.
Poor defending.
And Randolph is running back. This is what I mean. You've got an attacking midfielder running that way, and you've got a goalkeeper running that way. So you go on the A13 and you pull out. You've got a car going that way, a car going out. You're going to clatter into each other.
Yeah. Look,
That's what I
get
mean.
what you're saying, but
Schweinsteiger for me hasn't looked at Randolph. He hasn't turned round and gone, "Well, I'm taking him out here."
No.
He's running towards the goal where the
I totally
ball's
agree.
going.
He hasn't turned around and gone, "I'm taking him out here," but he knows if he lands on that line,
He can't get past
he
him.
can't get past him.
And that's
Do you get what I'm
obstruction.
saying?
But then-
He's not
yeah, but
done it
then-
intentionally, but
I know
he knows
I
as a
know what you're
player.
saying. I know
Yeah.
what you're saying. But then players do that in centre mid.
He's been
Players,
Of course they do.
players do that
But
on
then they
any
get
part of
fouls
the pitch.
against them.
Not all the time.
Not all the time, but sometimes.
Exactly.
I'm sure. To be honest, I'm sure in
I
the
think
game.
the goalkeeper deserves more thingy because he's the most important player on the pitch. You take a goalkeeper out,
during the
it's
game,
a fucking open goal.
During the game, Payet's cut across someone defensively. I think it was in the first half. It might have been that Martial's. He's run. Payet's gone like that, but stood in front of him. He's bumped into him. Referee said, "Play on." You know, Payet knows what he's doing.
No.
Yeah, he does.
No.
Payet knows what he's
Martial
doing.
jumped into him.
But it don't matter.
I know
Payet-
exactly what.
but that's
No,
what I'm
he
saying.
jumped
But-
into it. He could have walked round him.
He couldn't have walked round him because
Of course he could.
This is what I mean. You've just got West Ham syndrome. You're not seeing.
No, I
you're
can
not
see what you're saying. But the thing is, Randolph is running across. If he'd have got in front of him and he could have gone round him, I'd have said, "Nah, it's not a foul." But the fact that he's clattered into him and rolled him into the net, it's a foul.
The thing is, like, he hasn't like run into him like a rugby player and took him in the back of the net. Randolph, that's what I'm saying. Randolph's running that way. Schweinsteiger's running that way. They're going to clatter each other. Randolph's going to go that way, no matter what.
The thing is, it's both points of view are right.
I think it's a foul.
That's
He
the
doesn't
thing.
think it's a
No,
foul.
I'm not,
But it's a
I'm
foul.
not saying it's a foul. I'm
It's
not saying I don't
because
think it's a
goal.
foul.
There was no
I'm not saying I
intent.
don't think it's foul. I'm saying there's no intent. It's not
Yeah.
like he's done it on purpose.
Yeah.
It's just one of them things. It's clad. And this is what I'm saying. If it had been Sacco or Carroll or whoever up the other end, and we'd have equalised like that, none of us now would be sitting here now saying Man United should have had a free kick.
Does
that should have. You
Does it
wouldn't.
all fall back to the inconsistency of refereeing? How in some games that would have been seen as a foul and in others it wouldn't.
It's been showed many times. Yeah, if that I believe right, it's not going to be proven. You can't be proven. If that was up the other end, the linesman would have been fucking waving his flag like he's fucking he's pulling an ice cream
Man,
van.
you got away with it for years at Old Trafford.
Listen, if that was at the
decisions
Emirates-
going for
There's
That was at the
a
Emirates.
penalty decision.
Right, if that was at the Emirates and it was us scoring against Arsenal, knocking Arsenal out the FA Cup, that would have been a foul all day long. The same as Old Trafford when Man
You
United
can't
were on
keep
top.
going on this. It's at whatever ground. You can't keep going on that. You can't.
It's true though.
It's not
There's
true.
truth
It's not
to it.
true at
There is,
all.
of course, there's truth.
Barnsley,
not true at
Barnsley
all.
were the first team to win a penalty at Old Trafford in God knows how many years. You know, because you didn't get given a. You could be literally took out at the waist at Old Trafford in the penalty box and not get a penalty back in the Fergie era.
That's all
You know,
bullshit.
It's not. It's not.
It is all
because
bullshit.
I'm
It
sure
is
if you
all
go back and
bullshit,
look back,
Scott.
you can see fouls that were blatant fouls that were never given.
What about the Nolan goal a few years ago?
Exactly. He went offside.
Yeah, but that's just a line. How many? Yeah, but it don't matter what ground it's at. That could have happened in fucking Vauxhall Conference. It
it's
still
not-
happens.
but it's still-
Don't matter
yeah,
that
he
it's at
scored
Old
one
Trafford.
similar at
It
ours
still
to equalise
happens.
to make it
Yeah,
two, or
we've
he was
had
offside,
things
they
like
got
that.
the goal given.
Yeah, Van Persie scored one.
Yeah, but it just
that's
shows you
just
that
football.
it does go towards the bigger sides. It does.
But we've had decisions this year where it's gone for us and it shouldn't have. We've had decisions. We've sat here on post-match pints and talked about goals that we've scored and we shouldn't have had, fouls and things like that. It's football. I mean, it's fucking
It's the
football.
inconsistency of
Yes,
refereeing.
yes.
That's what we're getting at, inconsistency of refereeing.
But then, what are you going to have, robots?
To be
You're going to
honest,
turn it into rugby and stop
we're
every
gonna-
2 minutes?
What we're going to talk
They've
about?
started
We're
it.
going to talk about next season once they bring in their trialling thingy next season, aren't they? Video refereeing.
I don't know, man. It's just, I just think that's a foul.
Yeah, that's
Honestly,
it, yeah.
and you look at it is the inconsistency of refereeing. The geezer the other day with Benteke, that was never a penalty. That's a nailed-on penalty, and he doesn't give it. And he's looking right at it. There's nothing else he can see. You said it yourself.
I know
He
it's a
can't see
penalty.
fuck all else.
But then you've also got to say, like, when you look at their equaliser, you've got nearly probably every single player in that box. He's looking at one thing. He can't look at every single player.
no.
But that's why
what
he's got a
saying.
linesman.
Yep.
The linesman.
Yeah, but the linesman. Yeah, but you've also got to think the linesman might not have had a good view of it. It's just one of them things. And this is what I'm saying. If it comes down to it, how many times have we sat on post-match pint this year and said, if that had been in West Ham's box, we would have, like, you know what I mean? It's
I
true.
think if you're running into a goalkeeper, it's a foul.
But
If
he's
you're
not-
obstructing him.
Why
He's
don't we
not-
just agree to
I don't think he's running into the goalkeeper
We
on
could-
purpose.
we-
He's
No,
running.
but he's run into him. If he's run into him, he's run into him.
We could argue about this the whole night, right? At the end of the day,
I'm not saying he's running to him on purpose. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
But all right, put it this way then. How many times in this season have you been at Upton Park and watched a game and you've seen two players clatter together and you've said fair barge?
No, I don't believe in that fair barge shit.
What? So you telling me now? You've played football. You've played football yourself.
Yeah.
Shoulder to shoulder is a challenge. How many times have you seen a free kick given?
Not when. All
right. So say for instance it'd been the other way round. Then what if Randolph would have clattered into Schweinsteiger, but they were still equalised? Would you have said a free kick to Schweinsteiger?
No,
exactly. Well, what's the difference?
What's the difference? Because Schweinsteiger isn't affecting the play.
What's the difference?
Schweinsteiger isn't affecting the play.
If Randolph took out Schweinsteiger and they still scored, disadvantage.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, would you have said that should have been a and say for instance then, if Randolph would have clattered into Schweinsteiger, they would have missed that. Would you have said penalty?
I would have said fuck all.
Exactly. So this is what I mean. You can debate it all day long.
That's what I'm saying. You can argue this. You can argue this point.
When you're where your West Ham at, you always see the West Ham
goalkeepers get protected, and they need protection because they're the most important.
Yeah, but then how many times the goalkeepers taking out strikers?
But that is the only person.
This is what I mean. Goalkeepers are protected too much.
I remember Bosnians kneeing someone in the head and knocking him out.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's what I'm saying.
German and a Spurs fan. You know what I mean?
This is
Spurs player.
This is what I mean. Like, it's just you can debate it all day long.
But against the reason why goalkeepers get this sort of protection is because they are the only people on the pitch that can handle the ball on the line. They're the most in them times. They're the most important player on the pitch. They've got to be protected because you can't just have people smashing into goalkeepers, rolling them into.
Yeah, but then goalkeepers can smash into strikers.
Yeah, but they're allowed.
But why are they allowed?
I'm sure they used to.
Why are they allowed to?
Goalkeepers in the goal, didn't they?
Yeah, I think. Why are they allowed to?
Because they're going for the ball.
But then a striker's going for the ball. How many times have you seen Andy Carroll have his eyes on that ball and clatter into a goalkeeper and they give a free kick?
A free kick, yeah.
Exactly.
But then why is that right then? But the goalkeeper could not have his eyes on the ball and smash into Carroll. You can debate all day long.
A goalkeeper
of course
comes
they
out.
do.
No, they don't.
Fucking hell, man. I've been to every single game at the Bowling this year and I've seen so many times that a goalkeeper has clattered into Carroll and they've got a free kick when Andy Carroll's had his eyes on that ball.
I agree with you.
Back me up,
So why is that a foul then? And the one, if you run into the goalkeeper, it's not.
But that's what I'm saying.
But we're not saying, but the goalkeeper's obviously there to take Carroll out. He knows what he's going to do. This is what I'm saying.
Schweinsteiger,
if Schweinsteiger would have had a little look, if Schweinsteiger would have looked out of his eye.
How do you know he didn't? How do you know
because you can see him look at the ball. We've watched the replay 20 fucking times.
You can't tell.
Oh, Nicky's
if
right.
He knows him. No, I don't care. I do not care. You can't. You don't know.
Well, you're the you.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Not you. So why are you fucking saying I don't know? You don't fucking know.
Because you don't know.
But
he's still bad into him.
The only person that does know is Schweinsteiger, and he ain't ever going to remember the truth. So right, let's put this. Hang on,
this is what I'm saying. Like you're saying, oh, you know, and I don't know fuck all.
No, I'm not saying you don't know fuck all. I'm just telling you. I think it's a foul.
Right.
Well, I don't think it was. So
you don't know whether you see him or not. You can't say you never looked at him. You don't know he was there. I'm sorry, but you can't say that.
That's the equaliser.
You can't say it.
We've spent about 20 minutes on that.
This is what I mean. Like, you come on this shit to do like talk, and you can't even give your fucking opinions. Like you give your opinion, and people just fucking jump down your fucking throat.
No,
you know what I mean?
Anyone's throat. At the end of the day, you're debating your side.
I ain't debating fuck all no more.
Your side.
I ain't debating fuck all.
It's what it's all about.
Not debating fuck all.
You both got different opinions. We'll just agree to disagree, and we'll move on.
I ain't debating fuck all.
All right, that's the end of the game. 1-0. Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, goalkeeper, whether it's a foul or not, it's either here or there. But it's 1-0, and we go into a replay.
10 days time.
No, I don't know until they've played the Europa League game. I don't think.
Yeah, it'll be 10 days time because it'll be allotted anyway.
No, I don't think it is.
When's the next leg of their Europa League? Is it this Thursday?
Yeah,
Thursday.
Yes, that'll probably be.
Well, they were saying today that they don't know whether they can't name a date until the Thursday's gone. That's what they were saying. So it's not allotted.
Semi-final will be in April, which
gives us about 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, so it might be a bit.
So it's in between there somewhere.
Yeah. But like you said, it depends on the Europa League game. Which still got that anyway. Liverpool have got that in the bag.
Well, I don't know. I see enough from United today to suggest that they can get back into it. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think they will. I don't think they will. Not at Anfield.
No.
It is at Anfield, isn't it?
No, it's Old Trafford.
Old Trafford. So will they or not?
Well, it might do. You know, depends what
It's
team.
only
turn
2
up,
goals.
innit? Yeah.
No away goals.
No, I can't see him.
No.
No, I think it'd be done early. Get it out of the way.
Gosh, it's got a bit awkward.
He's all right. He'll calm down in a minute.
I ain't fucking saying nothing. Honestly.
But no, I can't see him overturning.
Man United Liverpool's only half time.
Yeah, that's
90 minutes.
the
How many
problem.
teams have been 2-0 down at half time and come back in the second half?
2-0's that tricky scoreline, isn't it?
It only takes
I mean, they
a
were very
red
poor
card.
the other night. They were very poor.
To be
against
fair,
Liverpool.
after watching them against Liverpool the other night, I didn't think we'd have a problem
Dispatching them.
dispatching them today.
United get an early goal, it's a different game. Liverpool score, it's over.
Yeah.
It's one of them ones. 2-0's always a tricky scoreline.
But it is
Do you
usually,
think
it's
you
usually
sit
10
back
days,
and
isn't
sit
it?
on it, or do you go for it, or you know?
Well, they've got to go for it.
I
They've got no
I think
fucking
we'll play.
no choice.
We'll
No,
play
not
the
Liverpool.
replay. When do United play this Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
coming, yeah.
We'll play on the Monday or the Tuesday. The replay.
It'd be that. It'd be
I
on
think it'll be
Tuesday.
the Tuesday most probably because
they're
we're
gonna-
playing on the Saturday, aren't we? When
Do you
United
reckon they'll do what they did with
when
Arsenal?
United
and
playing
Hull?
City
That'd be the Sunday because they're
Sunday,
both.
so we're playing the Tuesday.
Yeah,
Then.
because City you got thingy Moscow.
Because
haven't they?
the FA Cup semi-final will be the weekend after, won't it?
Is it the bank holiday
So
weekend?
they've got to play.
No, because that's Noble's testimonial.
Yeah,
That's
on the
England,
Monday.
so
It's
it'll be
the weekend
when
after that. So yeah, they have to get it done. It'll be on the Tuesday night, I think.
But we're in the out anyway.
Draw tomorrow.
Draw tomorrow.
Yeah, Watford have obviously gone through, beat Arsenal. There's no better time for us to win this cup. No better time. And we need to win it.
I think everyone's looking at it now. If you're going to win it, this is the year to win it, isn't it?
You get to the semi-final, Palace fans, Watford fans, Everton fans, us and United fans are all sitting in there
We'll be
thinking we can
thinking
win
the
it.
same thing.
So,
All
but
thinking the
But
same thing.
I found that from I was speaking to a couple of sort of football fans. You know, I spoke to Robbie at Arsenal Fan TV. They had it in the bag. Do you know what I mean?
Let's be honest, start of the season, they had everything in the bag. Champions League,
because they're
FA Cup.
overconfident,
Exactly.
aren't they? They're looking at the teams that are left and they're thinking, oh, we're going to win this 3 times in a row. They're overconfident, Arsenal, and it proved it today. It just showed their arrogance,
Exactly.
and now their fans are fighting amongst each other. I mean,
They were doing that when we beat them.
this Wenger thing, I think, is an absolute disgrace from Arsenal. For them to slag Wenger off the way they do, and what he's done for that club. He's been there 20 years,
Yep.
and he's. Listen, if you can take away all their trophies and just say to them, the Invincibles,
Yeah, exactly.
49 games unbeaten, and they forget all that.
Yep. And their problem is that they've been happy finishing 4th.
Wenger's been in
For
charge.
God knows how long.
Yeah, but Wenger's been in charge 20 years, right? I can guarantee you now, they get rid of Wenger in the summer. In the next 10 years, they'll have 4 managers.
Of course they will.
Yeah, that's the problem with Arsenal. I mean, you don't know. They're spoiled. A lot of their fans don't remember a time without Wenger.
No.
That's all they know, and then they see people like Guardiola and you know and people like that, like going and getting assists and going, yeah, we want some of that, we want some of that. It's not always that easy.
I think what it is with Arsenal fans, I think they're just bored of the same thing every year, and they want change.
Yeah.
I mean, we had it with Big Sam, didn't we?
Yeah.
4 years he was here, and everyone wanted change. Like, imagine having Big Sam for 20 years, or having any manager for 20 years. Man United was the same.
Yeah.
I know Alex Ferguson retired, but there were still United fans who wanted him gone.
Yeah. I know what
Because
you're saying.
they
Yeah.
wanted change. But sometimes change ain't good. I mean, if Arsenal get, who are they going to get? Guardiola's at City, Klopp's at Liverpool.
No, it's
Who are they going to go and get? The only person
they're going to have to
I could see them.
Pellegrini, he's not good enough for City. They won't accept him.
I could see if Arsenal want to change.
Don't mean shit, does it?
I think someone like De Boer and Bergkamp, they work at Ajax. Bergkamp's obviously got Arsenal connections. De Boer's a decent manager. Someone like him. Or you've got the what's his name at Atletico, Simeone.
Yeah, but everybody said he ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, but listen,
It don't matter. That don't mean.
money talks.
The
doesn't
thing
it?
is,
So
the thing is, Arsenal fans have got to look at Man United now. Right, Ferguson left, Moyes come in, didn't do nothing. What's his face is coming, and they're sitting 6th in the league and they're whinging. 6th in the league in the FA Cup for quarter final, and they're still
Who's
technically
that?
in Europa. Man United.
yeah,
fans.
because Man United fans have been spoiled for the last 20,
and that's it.
25 years.
And the thing is, that's the route Arsenal going to take.
yeah, but
you know.
Arsenal ain't won the league for 12 years.
Oh yeah, and it's going
This
to
is-
if
this
they,
is what
they
you
don't
don't
get it
forget.
this year, it's
Arsenal
going to
haven't
carry
won-
on.
For Man United to
12
be where
years.
they are, For the money they've spent, it's disgrace.
For the money they've spent, yeah. I totally
And
agree.
then you've got their manager. This is we've had this discussion about managers, so I won't go too much into it. But we won't be able to compete unless we can spend another 250 million. Bullshit.
Exactly. You've
Manage the players you've got.
Thinking
You're the
about
one who
it.
spent the money.
Arsenal, you got Mourinho out there. He loves London. You know, Arsenal would be a good challenge for someone like Mourinho.
I can't.
But it's whether they give him the money to spend. That's Arsenal's problem.
Yeah, see, Mourinho don't like working with youngsters, and I can't see the fit there at Arsenal.
No.
To be honest, the fit for
Yeah, but then
Arsenal
again-
would have been Pochettino.
How many youngsters have come through at Arsenal?
Yeah, but he's looking at going to United.
No,
and United are like-
I'm saying that would have been the perfect fit for them. When Tottenham got Pochettino, that's the sort of person that Arsenal need.
Bilic.
So, yeah, someone they're going to take a gamble. They're going to have to gamble on someone.
No, Bilic.
I think there's going to be the next 10, 15 years. There's going to be a new era of teams, and I hope that we're one of them.
Do you know what I honestly think? I honestly think, right? You play Man United today. We've gone to none of the top 4 and lost. Apart from Tottenham. Sorry, I apologise. They're in the top 4 at the minute.
And we've still got
but I'm
Leicester,
talking about the normal top.
We've got none of the top 4
the
last
big
season.
team.
And lost.
Yeah, the big sides.
teams.
We've gone nowhere and lost. Tottenham are up there, Leicester are up there. I think the tide's changing a little bit. You know, you've got these. Do you know what I think's been happening? Right, secretly, I don't know. This is not confirmed, right? But I think these teams like Watford, West Ham, Leicester, teams like that, I think they've been pumping money into their scouting system because, like, gems are getting unearthed. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got these big sides that are going out spending 50, 60, 70 million pounds on already established stars, and you've got these teams like Watford, West Ham, Leicester, teams like that, even down to sort of like Bournemouth and teams like that can't compete with this money, and they think, well, we can't go and look for, we can't go and compete for Anthony Martial, who's already, a top star at United. I mean, we were talking about this earlier. Man United, he could end up costing Man United £60 million for a 19-year-old kid, right? They can't compete with that. So pump all this new revenue and all this new money into scouting systems. You've got players like Igalo, Mahrez, Payet, Lanzini, Sacco, even down to them, Chiara, that are just being picked up by us, and even down to sort of like Tottenham. Like they've come up with a few gems like Dele Alli. You can't compete with the big clubs with big players. So let's unearth and bring
big thing.
Yeah, big thing.
The big players, the big teams look at it is they can't afford to take a punt on a risk.
Yeah, they've got standards to set.
And if you look at Chelsea went out and bought every bit of young talent they could get their hands on, and then loaned them all off to wherever.
Well, they've got 30 odd players out on
exactly.
loan.
You look at Matic. They signed him, loaned him out, and then loaned him off. And then ended up
Kevin De Bruyne done exactly the same thing.
Romelu Lukaku.
Yeah,
they can't breed youngsters.
No, that's it. Because they want that success. They want it now.
Instant success.
We've got to win the league.
That's the problem. Teams like West Ham and Leicester can build and progress. Teams like Chelsea, Arsenal, United, them top teams, they have to be in that Champions League every week, and they have to be challenging.
They can't take
teams like West Ham. We're not used to challenging for things.
But they set their bar that high, right? This is what I'm saying. They set the bar like that. They overspend to the fact that they have to be in that Champions League.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, they paid 50 million for Torres.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, Torres at Liverpool was world class. Yep. But it showed you when he went to Chelsea, he was dog shit.
Weren't fit.
He didn't fit into their system.
What are you saying about overspending? The first year Chelsea got into, remember they was always sort of sniffing around the Champions League spots, weren't they? And then they'd spent trying to get up there, and they qualified in the last game of the season.
Yeah,
they were saying if they hadn't qualified, they were going down the toilet next season. They were going bankrupt.
Yeah, but
because they'd overspend.
It's like Man City as well, 50 million for Sterling. I mean, that's the biggest waste of money I've ever seen in football.
I tell you, as we were saying earlier, I hope Pellegrini just messes them up next year.
Yeah, but he won't really, because it's his job and he wants to leave on a good note.
If it was me, mate, I wouldn't give too much.
Yeah, but he's got to go out on a high to get another job.
Yeah.
Like, he's not like a Benitez. Like Mourinho says, Benitez is just a CV manager. Only manages teams for his CV to make him look good. He's shit. He had a few good years at Liverpool.
Yeah.
But anywhere else,
that's why he's got Newcastle, because if he saves Newcastle and keeps them up, he's looking brilliant. But he's got it in his contract that if they go down, he can walk away.
Of course he will.
And I guarantee
he would never have signed to sign for Newcastle if he weren't getting a big payout if they went down.
And if he's a guarantee you he'll walk away before the season finishes if there's no way for them to stay up. So he hasn't got that black mark on his CV.
Still have the black mark on his CV. There's not a lot he can really do for it.
It's not his team.
He'll have the same common with Trevor Brooking then.
Yeah, it's not his team. That's how he's going to look at it. I just hope that this new manager coming in and all that, their revival don't start Monday. Because I don't want them turning over Leicester and letting Tottenham.
But I do want them to turn over Leicester because then we can catch them.
Yeah, from that point of view, but if we're not going to catch them, then the last thing I want this season is Tottenham winning the league.
I don't care anymore.
I do.
I couldn't give a monkeys,
Yeah,
honestly. At this minute, we've got trophies and a Champions League spot in our hands.
Do you know what?
I couldn't give a fuck about anyone else.
Tottenham as a club don't care if they win the league.
No,
but I can see what you're saying with their fans.
You're never really end of it.
Never ever.
You're never really end of it. But I still don't think they're going to win the league. This is the thing. I don't know who's going to win the league.
No, you can't. You cannot predict it.
You don't know until you get down to that final 2 games. I think it's going to go. The biggest game of the season. Arsenal play Man City, second from last game of the season. For me, that is going to be the title decider.
You say that could be the decider which team finishes fourth.
No, that's what I mean. I think it's going to go down to that game.
Yeah, but that's how open this league is.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, them teams could be battling it out, and we could just carry on winning, and then you never know. We could get down to them final 3 games, and we're 4 points off top, and we could think, right, we could fucking win it.
Yeah, our last 3 games are Stoke, Swansea, and Man United.
Nobody. The thing is about us, right? I don't know whether anyone's noticed this. We've got to have to make this the last point because we've gone on for hours. Yeah. Nobody when. You saying the press is starting to give us plaudits? Yeah, I do appreciate that. But a couple of weeks ago, they was doing a title thing. Did you see this?
Yeah.
And they're we're 1 point off of Man United at the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
The top 5 teams. Let's have a look at the top 5 league. And I'm yeah, but we're 1 point below them. Do you know what I mean? Why not do the top 6 league? Because if they're in it, we're in it.
Yeah, but then there was someone showed the odds on teams winning a title and included Liverpool.
Yeah, we weren't even in it.
And we weren't even in it.
But this is what I'm saying. Why do they bypass us all the time? Do you know what? I don't care because I've got a little bit of that. Do you know what? We can sneak in there undetected
because they know the West Ham way that we usually fall down.
No, yeah, I understand.
But
this normally when I pull my Christmas decorations.
This feels different. I feel different about this season.
Totally
I'm not worried. I'm not scared. I don't go into any game thinking we're chucking this down. I know we're going to chuck this down the toilet and then lose 2-0 to, Bournemouth and think, see, I told you. We learnt them lessons at the beginning of the season. And one of them was against Leicester, who have gone on and they're top of the league. And I just think to myself, it feels different. We come off the back of that loss to Watford, which was a bad loss. We come off the back of a loss to Tottenham, which was a bad loss. We've learned our lessons. That's the good thing about this season. At the beginning of the season, we were struggling to learn our lessons, and then all of a sudden, I just feel that's it. We've got the best squad. They're all in ways getting them back from injuries. They're all fresh still. Do you know what I mean? We've struggled this. We've had a turnover of players that have been injured. We've had a lot of players. Everyone else has been Tottenham and Leicester have been pounding them same players all year.
Yeah, we've got that situation now where we've got fresh players.
Yeah. And this is what I'm saying. And we've struggled our way up to there. Arsenal the same. Arsenal are not clicking at the minute. There's something wrong at Arsenal. There's something definitely wrong at Man City. They can't buy a win.
Nope.
The pair of them.
Yeah.
We're just.
Do you know what's wrong with them? I'll tell you exactly what's wrong with them. They haven't got pie yet.
And here ended the lesson.
Should we end it there?
Yeah, it's been so many fucking minutes.
Long old post-match part. I think we'll trim some of this out. Let me honest.
Emotionally draining.
Oh God, yeah.
I was getting upset.
I ain't getting upset.
It's like listening to your mum and dad argue and you little.
No, but it's just a debate. It's football debate, isn't it?
That's all it is. That's what we're here for, isn't it?
It's the whole idea of the
Can't
show.
sit here tickling each other's bollocks every week.
Listen, we watched the
don't
game.
like
We watched the game in the bowling.
Bowling. The fuck's the bowling?
We've got
bowling.
Carrick.
Carrick
We watched the game in there. We had the same debate in there as we've had here, and this is what this show's all
Do you know
about.
what? I'll go home. Like, I mean, we obviously do this show after seeing the game. Like, I could go home tonight and watch it back and think, all right, yeah, maybe.
See
but I'm
Schweinsteiger go.
no, but I'm just But if he does, I'll be on the next show holding my hands up. I don't hide behind no cunt.
No.
You know what I mean? I'll hold my hands up. No, I don't hide. I'm not one. I'll hold my hands up if I'm wrong. I don't pussyfoot around things. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I ain't.
And we still love.
I ain't.
And we still love each other.
No, of course we do. It's football. It's heated debate.
If you disagree with me, then that makes two of us.
Scott agrees with me. That's what I'm worried about. He sits this way. He sits this side. That's why I don't have Graham now.
All right, thanks
Oh,
very
we're
much.
Nick
Listen, thanks very much for joining us on this edition of West Ham Fans TV's Post-Match
Aliens.
Pint. Join us for next week's show. Join us for next week for the Chelsea Post-Match Pint. Come in here after the
Sunday.
Stamford. Yeah, Sunday. Sunday is it this week?
Saturday. No,
Saturday, yeah, Saturday.
Stock take day.
Yeah, Saturday for next week's Chelsea Post-Match Pint. Don't forget to go for us on Facebook, facebook.com/West Ham Fan TV. On Twitter @West Ham Fan TV, and across all social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Periscope,
MySpace.
MySpace, everything. Right, we're being rushed along by Dan, so fuck
what's
off,
the matter,
Dan. Come on, you irons.
What you done?